I'd like you to talk a little bit before you leave, because it'll benefit everyone here, about the importance of coaching, because Jeff's done more coaching, worked with more coaching than most people you'll ever meet, and he was one of the very first people to ever do teleseminars. He wrote a letter, we did it together back in 1997, 1998, which almost all information marketers have used some derivative of the survey marketing method, but he's literally just been so involved in coaching. And I think, Evan, you allude to it, you ask people questions. I know you don't want to be manipulative about just having people believe you're just trying to sell them something, and which is very good. I mean, I think everyone pretty much gets that vibe. I think you'd be doing the group a disservice, though, if anyone leaves here not understanding that you're not going to come to a 5-day event and all of a sudden you're going to have, you know, the $1 million skills, although you got the knowledge. Because if you're making $100 grand a year, you're not going to make $1 million a year with $100,000 a year habits. You're going to make them with $1 million a year habits. And so one thing that Dan Sullivan says is that the skills that get you out of Egypt are not the same skills that get you to the promised land. And when you learn all this stuff, it's really valuable to then engage yourself after this event. This is the last day, and I think continuing with it is going to give you the biggest advantage humanly possible. And one last thing I'll say is that, you know, Poe Bronson, I can't remember what the name of his book is, but I went to this real small speech he was doing at a bookstore. And he said, you know, I've surveyed over 1,000 people, some handicapped, some with very successful, and you know, really what people want, if you just take it all, is they want more woo and less ah in their lives. And I thought, you know, that's so great, because really, I mean, what the hell are you all here for? You want more woo and you want less ah. You know, and when you ask yourself, that sounds really, can you say that for me, Evan? It just sounds more sexy when you do it.
No, I cannot.
Come on, work with me. See, that's a status ploy, him just refusing to do that. It just lowers me. It just lowers me.
I didn't need to do it for them to know, but, but it was.
But no, so talk about coaching, why coaching, how is it beneficial, and do something useful for these people, Evan, and let them know about how they can continue with this process with you, because really, that's gonna, I know you're gonna do that anyway, but
you're
seriously,
killing me.
Everything that you're gonna get out of this event is gonna not come from what you learn here, but what you decide, what path you're gonna continue with after it's done, because it's all about skills, habits, and questions. All the questions, you know, Edison was quoted with saying that you know, answers are more important than questions, and so a lot of people look for, let's come to an event and figure out the answers, but really asking yourselves the right question is far more important than the answers, and that's what you're talking about. That's what you guys are talking about here. So do something with whatever the hell.
Thanks, Joe. I believe that. I mean, whether we continue together, or whether you go hire a coach, you go find someone that's the best for the thing that you're trying to learn, you have to do it. I mean, you have to get the coaching, the mentor, the mastermind, and you have to have that piece, or else within, you know, 2 weeks you'll go back to your environment and all of this will be gone. That's it. It'll just all be gone. It'll be like a dream you had once that you remembered that was really nice. And, you know, us, fine. Someone else, great. I mean, there are great people out there. You might even hire somebody like Jeff or Joe, but you got to get coaching. You got to be coached. You got to continue that if you want to have any chance of carrying this stuff into your future.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, probably a quote that probably all of you have heard that I think sums it up pretty quickly in a sentence is, you know, you wouldn't go to a heart surgeon and say, teach me heart surgery in a weekend, and then, you know, expect to be a world-class heart surgeon on Monday. It's not going to happen. It's, you know, we want the shortcuts, but yeah, you need the ongoing.
Yeah, I saw a picture, somebody was talking about this recently, and they showed a picture of Bill Gates sitting next to Warren Buffett, and they said, we all have mentors. We all have coaches.
Absolutely.
Even the richest guy in